Let's see, we're gonna do a couple of things in Gutenbricks. So first let's log in into the website with the two authorization, of course. I'm gonna show you later on how this works. Very easy to set up, but we're going to do something in Gutenbricks. So this is Gutenbricks, and you have to install also Bricks. And Bricks is a template, as you know. It's not a drag and drop builder. Well, it is, but it's in the template. So you can hide default WordPress parts from Gutenberg editor. And for the rest, there are not so many features on this one that you watch in the video. This has a little bit of documentation for the sections and the paddings. If you want to know how that works, then click there. But we're not going to do that. We are going to the templates, and once you are in templates, then you can add a new. I already made some templates. I'm going to show you also what you can do with advanced custom fields, and then you have to select either the block or the page, or the just only the block, and I'm going to show you both what I can do. So the first problem that you can come through is that the templates are not full white pages, so they will be in a block, and I'm going to show you quickly how you can resolve that. Basically what you have to do is make a Gutenbricks block page. So when we edit this, you can see that I've made a block page, so not a block but a block page. We're going to edit with bricks. Once we have added with bricks, then the other thing that you have to do is adding the WordPress content admin. So that's the other thing that you have to do. So you go to post contents. When you are here, then you can search for the post contents and the post contents, and you have to edit in here. I already did it, and then you have to dedicate it to WordPress. So not bricks, but to WordPress, and then it will be in the full white, and also the home, the title won't appear anymore. Now if we going back to the templates, and then you can see that I've made two blocks, and let's just add in this block. As you can see, I've chosen for the bricks block, so not the pages, and then I added with bricks. Now there are a couple of things that I want to do. I want to be able to let the button appear or disappear, and I want to change the colors on the backgrounds. So when we are going here to the page, and this is the block that I've added. So as you can see here now, there are only two blocks inside of the builder, because of I have disabled all the other Gutenbergs as in the previous or in the beginning of the video. But what I did here is I have added a color picker. So when we go into this particular block, then you can see here the letters and the title is it, and then you can change it. Well, it makes no sense at all, this color. Let's change this in this color, and as you can see, it will change the color. And I should notice it also changed a little bit of the color of the button, and that is because they have the same ID, but I'm going to show you that later on. And here is the check for the button. So if you are disabling this, then you can see that the button will disappear, and it will come back again when you hover over and you toggle it on. Now let's add in just another block. That is block number 2. No, it's block number. Sorry, it's the block with the chat. So I also can show you later on that we can enable a chat bot. So as you can see here, that there is a read more button, and when you click that, then you can see that there is some explanation, and that is what you have done by yourself. So that the customer gets a little pop-up, so they will know what they have to do. So in this case, they have to embedding a little URL. Well, it's not actually an URL, but it's a link that's that's the page will not jump on the top when they click on this chart button. Now just let me show you how it works with the chart button. So we have a little preview of the page, and when we're scrolling down and we click on it, then we see that the chat will open. As you can see here, the chat will open. So this is a nice way to let the customer be able where they want to have the button for the chat. You can do it with the blocks, and you can enable or disable the button, and they can yeah, do it however they like. So this is the particular template that I've made, and if you can see here, that is the chat button. And I also have added here the URL, but it's not necessarily. The only thing that is necessary is that you have the CSS ID, and the CSS ID is pointing to the bot. So the CSS ID, you can see here, this is the bot, and this is written into the code. Now if you want to know how that works, that's in this case is QueryBot. Then you can watch the other tutorials about chatbots, but it's not what this tutorial is about. So let's go quickly to advanced custom fields and see what I've created. So I've made the color, and when you're adding it, well, actually this is called color in Dutch, but it's also for the button. But when we go into the color, then we see here that it's a color picker, and this one is important. The default color, you don't have to embed it because you do it in the template anyway. And that's the other thing that you have to do with the color, and it must be a string. So color picker and string, and let's go to the template and see what I've created. So this is the template, and this are the letters where we have added that we can change the color, and we go into the style, and we are going to the layout, and there's nothing happening in here. So we have to go to also this the style, and then we're gonna click the background color, and then we have to embed here the advanced custom fields data link. Now I didn't do that for that particular section, so we go into this background color, and then you see here the advanced custom fields token. So it must be a row, and don't forget that, otherwise it won't work. And that is actually the only thing that you have to do. And remember that when you're using one ID, so every advanced custom field has an ID, and when you have embedded in here, and you also embedded in the text, for example, what I told you, then it will also be appear for the text. So the same color that you pick for the color picker for the button will also appear in the text, and vice versa. Now this is for the button, so that shows you that you can show and hide. And the first thing that you have to do, of course, is go into advanced custom fields and make that possible. So this is for the button, and then we're going to choose for the true or false. So once you have done that, then you give it a name, and well, that's the only thing that you have to do. It's super easy. Actually, it's the same thing with all the other data data websites where you have embedded the data from advanced custom fields or meta fields. It also works with meta fields. But anyway, then you go to the button, and then what you have to do is going to the conditions. So here it is, and then choose for dynamic data, and then you're choosing for the advanced custom fields. In this case is knop, it's the Dutch for the button, and then you have to say here the word true. So when we're going to advanced custom fields, then you can see it's the true or false. So you can also do it the other way, then it will be false, but it works both. So when you embed in here false, then the button will not appear, only when they toggle it on. and then the button will appear. Now there are the thousands and one other possibilities that you can do, but for this tutorial I keep it small and simple. But keep tuned, subscribe if you not already did, and give me a thumbs up if you think this is useful. Later on we're gonna dive in more into the data from Gutenbricks, and I'm gonna show you some magic tricks. Thanks for watching and see you later, guys. Bye bye.